Bill Klein and Dr. Jen Arnold. Zoe, who was adopted from India, had a trip full of love, hope, and the prospect of a new life in the Arnold Klein home. However, beneath her bright face and light-hearted giggles, Zoe's health has always been a serious worry. Like her parents, she has skeletal dysplasia, which means she must deal with difficulties that most kids never face. Fans are being reminded once more of the Klein family's tenacity, fortitude, and unbreakable solidarity as fresh information about her most recent health issues surfaces. Zoe's health path has been complicated from the start. Growth is not the only aspect of skeletal dysplasia. It affects bone growth and mobility and can result in a number of issues that need to be monitored for the rest of one's life. As a neonatologist, Jen Arnold was well aware of the potential medical challenges her daughter would encounter. Nevertheless, Jane and Bill were quick to welcome Zoe into their home and hearts. Love has always triumphed over fear for them. However, that does not imply that the journey has been simple. Speculation over Zoe's health has increased recently. There have been worries that her pain has been getting worse, exhaustion and trouble doing specific physical tasks. These difficulties can be particularly devastating for a young girl who is full of life and hopes. Zoe has always had a bold spirit, as fans who have followed her journey from the beginning are aware, but even the strongest hearts occasionally encounter insurmountable obstacles. As usual, Jen and Bill have taken the lead in helping their daughter. Hospitals, operations, and long uncertain nights are nothing new to them. Both parents share a home condition, have a profound understanding of the toll it takes on one's body and mind. However, it feels considerably heavier this time. The fear increases when your child is in agony. Every visit to the doctor becomes more than a simple examination. There are a lot of hopes, concerns, and questions about what the future may bring. Klein's has never hesitated to open up to the world about their personal hardships. They provided a glimpse into their lives through the young couple, highlighting not only the difficulties but as well as the delight of bringing up a resilient and loving family. That same candor has brought back memories of why fans like this family in light of Zoe's ongoing struggle. They don't run away from the truth. Together, they confront evil head-on and demonstrate to others that hope and solidarity can illuminate the path even in the most dire circumstances. Zoe's health issue goes beyond simple medical issues. It's also emotional. A kid may feel overburdened by hospital stays, therapies, and restrictions. Can make one feel frustrated when she observes her friends running freely while she has trouble moving or becomes tired more quickly. However, Zoe's spirit is what sets her apart. She is described by those who know her as clever, tenacious, and incredibly creative. Despite her obstacles, she manages to succeed. Her family is there to help her get back up when she slips. Bill has frequently discussed the value of humor in their home. Laughter has been their defense, even at the most trying times. Whether it's a joke, a ridiculous tale, or just something that makes Zoe laugh, Bill has the ability to make even the most trying days brighter when she's feeling low. Conversely, Jen contributes both her medical knowledge and her kind nature. She manages to be both a mother and a doctor. But her heart always comes first in situations like these. Zoe is more than simply a patient to her. She is her pride, her delight, and her daughter. Supporters from all across the world have united behind the Kleins, offering love, support, and prayers. Numerous people have expressed their support for Zoe on social media, expressing the inspiration her tale has given them. Observing Jen and Bill's advocacy for their daughter has been empowering for parents, especially those with disabilities. They demonstrate that even if the path may be challenging, it can be traversed with dignity, tenacity, and optimism. Additionally, Klein's fight for Zoe's health serves as a reminder of the more general problems that kids with uncommon illnesses encounter. The need for specialized treatments, the emotional toll on families, and access to high-quality medical care are difficulties that are frequently invisible. By using their platform to raise awareness of these realities, Jen and Bill have inspired others to advocate for improved resources and empathy for kids like Zoe. By doing this, they have turned their own hardship into a more extensive lobbying and awareness campaign. Zoe has a long way to go. This chapter is full of love, even if it is also full with challenges. The Klein family never gives up. They bravely take on every challenge and rely on. When the burden becomes too great to bear alone, they turn to one another. Their narrative is so potent because of their unity. It goes beyond the difficulties. It's about how they work together to overcome them. More hospital stays, treatments, and operations might be in Zoe's future. However, it also contains joy, dreams, and her family's unending love. Regardless of the challenges that may arise, her parents are committed to provide her with every chance to fully experience life. And she will go on because she knows Zoe's spirit should approach every obstacle with the same courage she has displayed from the beginning. Fans are reminded that life is both tremendously resilient and fragile as they consider Zoe's tragic struggle. There is more to Klein's story than just hardship. It's about the inseparable ties of family, love, and hope. They show the world that even the smallest of us may have the greatest courage by rising above every setback. Both Zoe's journey and her family's unshakable struggle continue. They serve as a constant reminder that the best cure is love, even in the midst of hardship. Yes, their story is one of grief, but it is also one of success since they deal with everything together. They will also keep fighting for Zoe's future, happiness, and health together. Youth, freedom, and wild adventure have always been associated with spring break. Many people associate it with beach parties, college students swarming the shore, and the momentary reprieve from obligations. However, what occurs when the focus of spring break shifts from youth to maturity? What if it turns into a quest to recover happiness, dispel myths, and demonstrate that adventure never ends? Turning 40 and beyond didn't mean slowing down for Arnold and Bill Klein, stars of TLC's The Little Couple. Instead, it meant embracing new ambitions, rewriting the norms of what spring break could be, and demonstrating to the world that age and stigma could never define their journey. People have been watching Jen and Bill for years, traverse life with extraordinary bravery. They both had skeletal dysplasia at birth, and they have had to deal with difficulties that most people can't even fathom. The daily challenges of living in a world not designed for individuals their size, including numerous operations and health scares. But it was their love of life, their sense of humor, and their unwavering friendship that always made them stand out, not the medical specifics. By adopting Will from China and Zoe from India, they created a family together, providing them with a caring environment and allowing their kids to grow up. The significance of acceptance and resiliency. Millions were inspired by their family's story. Jen and Bill, who are now in their 40s, are demonstrating that regularity need not be the norm. Not only is spring break for the young, but it's also for the young at heart. At 40, they made the decision to set goals for spring break. A symbolic affirmation that pleasure, progress, and adventure never go out of style. Instead of having a midlife crisis, they decided to adopt this new custom since they deeply understood how fleeting, valuable, and worthy of celebration at every turn. The inclination of society to define people by their limits is one of the most significant stigmas that Jen and Bill are still fighting. All too frequently, age and handicap are presented as obstacles to happiness, as though someone with a disability or health issue cannot appreciate sports, travel, or exploration. That narrative is contested by the small couple. They are living examples of how adventure is equally legitimate and exciting even though it doesn't seem the same to everyone. By selecting, they're telling fans everywhere that they're celebrating spring break in their 40s. Don't wait until you're old enough. Avoid becoming afraid of the wrong one. Adventure is for you too, so jump in. They have more in mind for spring break than just relaxing on the beach. It means putting family time and balance first for Jen, who puts in a lot of overtime as a neonatologist and medical educator. She understands the importance of making memories that will last beyond any career milestone, but she also understands the weight of responsibility. Regarding Bill, it's about pushing himself to do new things and maintaining his sense of humor as an entrepreneur. Whether it's taking the kids swimming, visiting historical sites, or just reminding the family that having fun should always come first. Their spring break excursions have always revolved around travel. While many families choose well-known vacation destinations, Jen and Bill have looked for places that offer both leisure and cultural stimulation. Their kids, Will and you get a lot from these experiences, Zoe. In addition to being enjoyable, the trip teaches resilience, curiosity, and acceptance of diversity. It is crucial for two parents who are frequently undervalued in their own life to demonstrate to their kids that the world is vast, hospitable, and worthwhile. Until spring break objectives at 40 present obstacles. In contrast to their younger years, they require cautious management of their energy and health. Jen has undergone numerous surgeries, including necessary repairs to her knee and hip. Healing and time. Bill has also experienced his fair share of health issues. These challenges, however, do not deter them. They just adopt a different attitude about adventure. They adjust and make careful plans rather than fleeing their realities. They might plan downtime in between activities, pick locations with accessible features, or pace themselves to get the most out of their trip. For them, being brave doesn't mean rejecting one's constraints. It involves overcoming them without giving up. Unhappiness. Community is another of their spring break objectives. The young pair has amassed a loyal fan base over the years. Admirers who identify with Jen and Bill's narrative. Viewers find strength in the family's example, whether they are parents of adopted children, individuals with disabilities, or anyone who has experienced undervaluation. Jen and Bill's stories serve as a reminder to others that stigma is only effective if you allow it to control your decisions, rather than allowing society to box. They let light in for others to follow by opening the box wide. For many, spring break also represents something more significant, a commemoration of achievements. Although the Kleins have changed the perception, turning 40 is still frequently seen as a sign of deterioration. They view 40 as a springboard, a moment when experience and wisdom combine with the will to live fearlessly. Their spring break objectives are in line with that philosophy, to continue experimenting, to value family ties, and to show that adventure, laughter, and love never go out of style. For Zoe and Will sow seeds that will last a lifetime as they observe their parents embrace these objectives. They are being raised with the example that their parents never hide happiness in the face of adversity. They are discovering that life's setbacks are just reasons to keep going, not reasons to retreat. Perhaps the most priceless memento of all is that lesson. The understanding that adventure and resiliency may coexist. At 40, spring break goals are about more than just happiness. They have to do with altering perceptions. Additionally, many individuals think that after a certain age, adventure must end and be replaced by responsibilities or monotony. Bill and Jen show otherwise. They are reinventing midlife, eschewing cliches with tales of shared meals beneath the stars, laughter on sandy beaches, and life-changing cultural experiences. Fans have taken note and praised the young pair for living life to the fullest. Social media frequently erupts with adoration remarks from people who share things. Their narrative resonates because it dispels excuses and opens up possibilities, such as, "You make me want to travel again," or "Thank you for showing me that it's never too late to try something new." At 40, spring break objectives are more than just a trip. They have to do with philosophy. Adventure is not just for the young, the fit, or the reckless, as Jen and Bill provide as a reminder to the world. Belongs to whoever is prepared to accept it. Swimming in the ocean, for example. Moments like strolling through a historic city or just dancing outside with your children are what make life worthwhile. There has always been more to The Little Couple than just a television program. It's about reinventing what love, family, and resiliency actually look like. By demonstrating that stigma can be overcome, that adventure never ends, and that the best memories are the ones you create for yourself, their spring break goals at 40 carry on that tradition. The road ahead is lengthy for Jen and Bill Klein. From above, it's really just getting started. Millions of people have always been inspired by Jen Arnold and Bill Klein's love story, tenacity, and steadfast loyalty. Their journey has been filled with both setbacks and victories over the years. However, one thing has been constant: their profound love and regard for one another. It was more than just a day on the calendar as they celebrated another wedding anniversary. It was an occasion to celebrate love that has only gotten stronger over time, despite the challenges life has presented. Same way, their touching wedding anniversary party served as a potent reminder that genuine love is based on patience, trust, and common goals in addition to reflecting their relationship. Jen and Bill's capacity to accept life with positivity has always made their partnership stand out. Despite the numerous medical difficulties they have had due to their bone dysplasia, they have never allowed these setbacks to define who they are or their marriage. They've decided to concentrate on the positive instead. They have Will and Zoe, two amazing kids, rewarding jobs, and most importantly, one another. They had the opportunity to stop, think, and celebrate their anniversary and the progress they've made together. The event was more about purpose, love, and thankfulness for them both than it was about lavishness. Jen started the day off with a sincere message that moved everyone who read it. Well known for her ability to blend candor and affection, she talked about the years they had spent together, Bill's personality, her dependable companion on all of life's journeys. She thought back on their vows and how their meaning had only grown stronger over the years. In addition to being a significant occasion, Jen saw the anniversary as a reminder of their shared commitment to support one another no matter what. Bill, however, demonstrated his own charm by expressing his love in a light-hearted yet genuine manner, recognizing how much Jen had improved his life and how each anniversary only made him more excited about their future together. Are still being constructed. This anniversary party was touching since it was genuine and intimate. Rather than emphasizing extravagance or luxury, Jen and Bill embraced the modest but significant actions that really make a marriage. As they looked through old photos, laughed at unscripted moments, and marveled at how fast time had gone by, they reminisced about their wedding day. It wasn't nostalgia that made them want to go back and revisit their experience. It involved acknowledging how each experience, from the happy to the challenging, had molded their love into something very remarkable. Will and Zoe, their kids, were a lovely part of the festivities, showing their parents how much they loved them and reminding them that their marriage laid the groundwork for the cherished family they have today. This anniversary was also, in many respects, a celebration of perseverance. Bill and Jen have both struggled with health issues that might have put any relationship to the test. From Jen's operations to Bill's personal health issues, they have had to deal with uncertain times. Nevertheless, they dealt with these situations together, not letting adversity erode their relationship. Their anniversary served as a reminder that love is about supporting one another through thick and thin, not about being flawless. Fans, family, and friends who are aware of their story realize that each celebration is more than just another year spent with them. It demonstrates how strong they are as a pair. The way they decided to incorporate appreciation into their celebration was another heartwarming element. Jennifer and Bill each took a moment to thank their loved ones, co-workers, and even television fans who have followed their trip. They realized that because their novel depicts real-life struggles and love, it has struck a chord with a lot of people. They talked about how humbled they were to serve as examples of marriage, parenting, and resiliency on their anniversary. This appreciation highlighted their kindness and humility while also adding to the sincerity of their celebration. As people, Jen and Bill added more memories to their love tale as the evening went on. Instead of giving each other tangible presents, they exchanged considerate mementos of gratitude that served as reminders of their journey. Jen's heartfelt insights were counterbalanced by Bill's humor and lightheartedness, which resulted in a celebration full of pleasure, laughing, and even a few tears of happiness. Making handcrafted cards as a contribution from their kids added to the day's significance. Seeing their parents celebrate love, in their opinion, was more than simply an anniversary. It was about discovering the true meaning of marriage. What was most noteworthy about this wedding anniversary, aside from the family celebration, was how Jen and Bill continued to lead by example. Their unwavering dedication stands out in a society when relationships are sometimes depicted as transient or shallow. Their anniversary acted as a reminder that marriage is about more than simply passion. It's also about cooperation, selflessness, and developing as a couple. Jen and Bill have demonstrated that love is resilient. Of time when raised with tenderness, endurance, and unflinching reverence. They also take use of the opportunity to anticipate the future. With children developing into their own distinct personalities, occupations that are always changing, and new experiences on the horizon, Jen and Bill view each anniversary as the start of a new chapter rather than the conclusion of an existing one. Their love story is made even more interesting by their appreciation of the now and their optimism for the future. The celebration of their anniversary was full of optimism, signifying that they will stand side by side through whatever comes ahead. Their wedding anniversary celebration's relatability is what makes it so lovely. Every couple can strive for the core of their love, mutual respect, shared values, and the willingness to support one another, even though not everyone has the same difficulties they do. The story of Jen and Bill serves as a reminder that anniversaries are about more than just commemorating time. They're about appreciating the journey. Every year is an opportunity to declare, we made that, and we continue to choose one another. As the day drew to a close, Jen and Bill were encircled by affection from one another, their kids, and the innumerable individuals who respect their bond. Their touching wedding anniversary celebration focused on genuineness and significance rather than ostentation or spectacle. It was about renewing the love that still defines their life, celebrating the family they created, and keeping their vows. For both them and their admirers, it was a lovely reminder that genuine love lasts forever. It only gets more powerful. The wedding anniversary of Jen Arnold and Bill Klein was ultimately more than a remembrance of the past. It was an opportunity to live in the present while gazing gratefully, lovingly, and hopefully toward the future. Many people's hearts are still moved by their brave, humorous, and devoted narrative. Their anniversary was a touching occasion that demonstrated to the world that there are no obstacles in the way of two people who are dedicated to one another. Fantastic, no challenge too formidable, and no aspiration too lofty. Their celebration was a brilliant example of what it means to genuinely cherish one another through every stage of life, and their love is proof of the strength of relationship.